Hi everyone, how are you? It's me Geeta Bura. Today's subject is contemporary and history perspectives in early childhood, which is ECE 503. In this subject, we have an assessment which is the presentation on the child safety. And today I will explain about the child safety standard. What is child safety standard? Child safety standards are the set of mandatory standards designed to protect children and young people from any kind of abuse within organization with the help of organization that provide service or the facility to the young people and the children. So in this page I will discuss about the importance of child safety in early childhood early childhood education and care. Child safety is a foundation. It supports children's well-being, development, and learning. These standards are not just compliance requirement, but they are cultural tool to shape the children or practice as an educator. The purpose of this presentation is to explain the three standards, which are standard 4, standard 9, and 10. I will explain. In this slide, I will explain about the standard 4, which is family and communities are informed and involved. This standard focuses on informing and involving families and communities in promoting child safety and well-being. It emphasizes that organizations should ensure families' participation in decision affecting their child, communicate openly about their child safe approach, and allow family and communities to contribute to the policy development. This standard recognizes that the creating a safe child safe environment is a collaborative effort involving the entire community. There should be the clear orientation about the procedures. Newsletters should be translated because some of the families are not familiar with the English and they don't know the English language. Regular family feedback meeting, which has the child safety, community consultation on the policies. And I will move to the next slide, which is challenges for the standard 4. The main challenges for the standard 4 is language barrier, because most of the families are from the different backgrounds and their first language is not English, which is one of the barrier. Institutional mistrust. Some of the families mistrust the institute because there are lots of news about about the institution, and they didn't trust anyone. Like limited time from families, most of the families are working very hard and they didn't have enough time for their children, which is also a challenge for this standard. I will move to the next. This slide is about the educator's responsibility. So in this slide, I will explain what are the educator's responsibility. The main responsibility of the educator is to maintain open, safe communication with the families, engage families in a safety decision and discussion. This means whenever there is the discussion or the decision making process, involve the families and inform the family about it, so they are familiar with the procedures and the rule and regulation of the centers. Third one is building trust and respectful relationship between families. This is one of the most trustful weapon. If you build the trust and respectful relationship with the family, they can fully trust on the centers, and they can trust the educators and the policy of the center as well. Encourage family to participate. Educators' responsibility is to encourage families to participate in any kind of activities or any kind of virtual. So this slide is about the standard 9, which is a safe physical and digital environment. This standard focuses on ensuring physical and online environment prompt safety and well-being with minimizing the opportunity for children and young people to be harmed. It requires organization to identify and mitigate risk in both physical and online spaces, ensuring policies and procedures are in place to protect children from harm. Environment must allow for the active supervision. Risk assessment and safe layout design should be encouraged. Cyber safety policies and digital consent are important thing for the this standard. Regulatory changes require digital technology from September 2025. Organizations must actively identify potential risks to the children in their physical and online environment and implement strategy to minimize those risks. The online environment must be used in accordance with the organization's code of conduct and child safety policies. Organization must have procumulated policies in the place to ensure safety of the children, um, and contacting service or the facility from the third parties. This slide explain about the challenges need to faces during the standard 9. Mobile phone misuse lead to ban. Due to inappropriate or excessive use of the mobile phone by the staff or the family members during the supervision or the breach of privacy, conflicting technology habit among staff and families. Staff and families may have different belief or practices regarding screen time, device use, and digital engagement. For example, some families might allow frequent use of the tablet at home, while educator may limit this in the center. These differences may lead to disagreement or inconsistent expectations. Balance between supervision and children's autonomy. In environments where technology is present, educators must ensure children are safe while still encouraging independence. Striking like balance, especially when screens or the digital tools are involved, can be difficult. Too much supervision might limit learning, while too little may lead to a safety or a development concerns. So next slide is about the educator's responsibility. So what's the educator's responsibility? The first of all, need to follow the policies for the device use, photo consent, and data handling. So educators must know what are the policies of the device in the centers, or the what need to take the consent from the family or the children, and need to very careful about the data handling. Prompt promote digital safety education for children and families. There should be the digital safety education for both families and the children, which help them to develop the know more about the digital safety. Ensure privacy in online communications. Supervise both physical and virtual environment constantly, which help them to know the what is going on. This slide is about the standard 10, which is implementation of the child safe standard is regularly reviewed and improved. The standard 10 focuses on the ongoing review and improvement of the child safe practices. This means organizations must regularly assess their policies, procedures, and overall approaches to the child safety, making adjustment as needed to ensure they are effective and up to date. So, in this reflect practice improve child safety, annual policy reviews staff training, and family feedback. Reflective practice means educator critically examine their action, decision, and environment to ensure they support child well-being. This reflection lead to the stronger, more responsive policies and safer environment. Real improvement comes from community engagement, not just compliance. So EYLF and NQS stress collaboration, which helped to ongoing learning and adaptation and improvement. The next slide is about the educator's responsibility. So, the educator's responsibility is to use translated survey and forms to involve diverse families. Use the translated form for the diverse families, like the families from the different background whose first language is not English. Documentation and document and respond to the incident. If any kind of incident is happen, it need to be documented and respond about the document. Contribute to continuous improvement planning. If the educator think they need to be changed, or there are some kind of problem with the policies or the planning, they can talk with the manager and they can try to improve the qualities. Lead by example with a reflective ethical practices. The next slide is about my personal reflection. So I have come to understand that family partnership are a key to safety. Like if you involve the family, you will know more about the children and they will know more about the policies and procedures. Online safety start in early childhood and must be modules. Reflective practice is not optional; it is essential for improvement. Reflective practice help to develop and continue to manage the policies and procedures. In my future work as an educator, when I work as an educator, I will prioritize transparent communication with the families. I will regularly review safety procedures with the colleagues and the family members. Models models respectful digital behavior for the children and families. Welcome feedback and use it as to growth. In conclusion, all of the three standards play a very important role in early childhood settings. Easy service are not just the place for the learning, they are the place for the protection of the child. As educator, our responsibility is not only to teach the children but also protect them and empower them. And that start with us, our policies, our practice, and our commitment to creating a truly child safe culture. Thank you. This is the reference, and thank you.